All right, Class A, welcome to week 2 of distance learning. This week is going to look very similar to last week, except instead of talking about AR verbs, we're talking about ER and IR verbs. But first, let's review. We have already learned how to conjugate AR verbs, and those steps go as follows. 1, start with the infinitive, which is the base form of the verb. It's the one that ends in AR. A very important step to remember is take off the AR ending, and you're left with the stem. The stem tells us what the verb means or what action is being done. The last step is to add your new ending to show who is doing the action or the subject of the sentence. So what are the AR endings? Take a second here to pause the video and fill in this chart with the correct AR endings. Your chart should look something like this. The yo ending is O. The to ending is AS. Usted, your ending is A. The nosotros ending is amos, AMOS. Your vosotros ending is A with an accent, IS, pronounced ice. And the ellos, ellas, and ustedes ending is on, AN. But did you know that there are 2 other kinds of verbs? In addition to verbs that end in AR, there are verbs that end in ER and verbs that end in IR. We follow the same steps to conjugate these verbs, but we use different endings. Don't worry, now that you've learned the AR endings, the new ones are easy. ER endings are very easy once you've learned AR endings. You just replace every letter A with the letter E. So your ER verb endings are O, ace, A, amos, ace, and N. On the line provided, write the English subject pronoun that says who is doing each of these verbs. Take a break here and try to fill in these blanks. Your answer should look like this. Como ends in O, which is the yo ending, so you know como means I eat. Corres ends in es, which is the to ending, so it means you run. Comprende ends in an e, which is the ella, or usted ending, so this means he or she comprehends or understands. Vemos ends in emos, which is the nosotros ending. So that's going to be we see. Bebés ends in e with an accent, is. So it's the vosotros ending, which means you all drink. Leyen ends in en, so it means they read. When you conjugate IR verbs, you follow the same steps as AR and ER verbs, but you use these endings. O for yo, ES for to, E for ella, usted. Then we have imos or IMOS for nosotros, ICE or I with an accent S for vosotras, and EN for ellos or ellas. What do you notice here? Compare the ER and the IR verb endings. You should notice that they're very similar. In fact, the ER endings are exactly the same as the IR endings are exactly the same as the ER endings, except for two, the vosotros and the nosotros forms. Now take a second to try to conjugate these IR verbs. Abrir in the yo form is abro, which means I open. Asistir in the to form is asistes, which means you attend. Competir in the L form is compete, which means he competes. Recibir in the nosotros form is recibimos, which means we receive. Subir in the vosotros form is subís, which means you all climb. And vivir in the ellos form is viven, which means they live. That is the end of our lesson for this week. Please make sure you're getting your assignments in this week or contacting me if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you.